Hello guys, in this project we are going to remove the existing clock. So basically we are going to reclock the entire clock which is between the bathtub and the wall. So over here the clock is in good condition, but if you see on this side it started breaking out and it started coming out. Over here it started capturing the moisture also, so it's called kind of a mold. Here it is pretty good, but over here again it is bad, and it is worse over in the corner. So the idea is to remove this entire old clock and replace with the new clock. I'm going to cover all the steps in this project. So what you need for this project is basically few material. So the first thing is something to scrap out the existing clock. In this case it is the utility knife or some scraper, and you will find this particular, the one which is this one, you'll find it in the Home Depot. So basically you just take this and scrap the entire clock. If you don't have it, it is not like the must thing, but it's okay. Then you need some sandpaper, just to, and this is not the high grade sandpaper, just the low grade sandpaper, which you can use after removing the clock to remove anything, any debris on the surface, so smoothen out the surface. Then if any old toothbrush is good enough to clean the corners, utility knife to remove the clock initially, some kind of scrubber, then paper roll napkin to clean the surface, dryer is required because in case if you have the wet surface, the clock will not hold the surface. So once we remove the old clock and clean up the surface, we are going to dry out that surface using this hair dryer. Then you need definitely the clock. So here I have two different types of clock. One is the silicone white clock, and another one is the ReCaulk Seal Plus clock. Let me show you this way. My preference is always for the silicone one, because silicone lasts long and it is a good quality clock. ReCaulk Seal Plus clock is not that good, and I've seen that within few months it will start breaking from the surface. So I would suggest to go for this silicone clock, white clock. And definitely you need this clock gun also. I will show you that clock gun. I don't have it right now here. And we are going to use the masking tape, because masking tape will help us put the clock very nicely between the surface, bath surface and the wall. So let's begin. So the first step is basically using the utility knife. We'll try to remove everything, whatever it is available or whatever we can from the existing clock. Usually to remove this existing clock, what I usually do is I'll take the putty knife and just try to break the existing clock like this as much as I can, without using this utility knife on the surface of the bathtub. Once this is done, I'll try to remove something, peel out some part. Once that is done, I'll take this scrubber to just remove this one. See, it started coming out very easily. Once it started coming out, it is just a matter of pulling it from the surface. So let me remove the entire clock from the surface, and I'll show you the surface, how it looks. This is how it looks now after removing the entire old clock. The it looks pretty nice. Of course, after adding the new clock, it will look nice. And in addition to this, I also use the fine grained sandpaper like this to just rub out anything which is left over. Like here, if you see closely, there are some leftovers are there, which I just use the sandpaper to remove that surface. Let me show you how much amount of old clock it came out. So this is the old clock which came out from this project. And once this entire cleaning is done, I take the hair dryer and I just blow all the edges. I just blow any debris inside this gaps. And once that is done, now we are ready to put the new clock. Once this is done, now the next step is basically pasting the duct tape like this. So I have completed one side, so this is how it looks. So horizontally on the tub and vertically on the side wall. So that will, and you have to make sure that there is a even gap between this tape all over the surface, like from here till here. So what we are going to do is we are going to fill up this entire gap with the new clock. So now I have this tape like this. So I will be using this tape to do the same thing on this side also. So all the three sides of the tub. So let me show you that part, and take your own time. Don't rush because this is very important step, and make sure that the gap between these two tapes is even. So let me show you that part. So this is how now I'm going to do the same thing for the other side. So this is the horizontal pasting of the tape, and you see that it is really difficult to paste this one, but take your time and you will be okay with pasting this tape on the bathtub as well as on the side wall. So once this is done, we'll left out with only one small part, that is filling up the clock inside between the gap, so over here, right? So let me complete this entire part, and then we can fill up the clock. So I'm done with pasting the tape on all the sides of the tub like this, and now the last step is basically fill up this gap with the new clock. The clock which I'm going to use, as I earlier mentioned, is basically the silicone white, 100% silicone white clock. And the good thing about this clock is that this is 30 minutes. Within 30 minutes you can start using the tub, because it is 30-minute rain ready. Another good thing is that it is mold free and this doesn't crack. So all these benefits you will get by using this 100% silicone clock. At the tip, I cannot show you here on the camera, but you will see some markings which will allow you to cut this tip at 45 angle for half-inch filling, 1/6 filling, 1/4 filling, and so on. So based on your gap gap between the two pays, you have to cut this tip. I'm going to cut this tip 1/4. I want to keep the entire clock as minimal as possible so that it looks nice. So let me cut the tip, and you put this tube in the clock gun, and then I'll show you how to put the clock on the in these edges. So if you see here, I've cut the nozzle of this tube at 45 degree, and I've placed this tube in the clock gun. So this is the clock gun, and basically you have to keep this angle straight, like at inclined angle like this, and start like this. Okay, very smoothly. I always keep the paper napkin with me, so that if it goes anywhere, I just streamline it very nicely. So let me show you this part. So it started coming, so very easy, neat and tidy. That's it. So this first part is done. So now the same thing we have to do it on the other side also. Once this done, I'll show you how to make it even, because if you see at the corner it is a little bit uneven, but that's okay as of now. So another side is done, and the last part is this part. So it is going very neat and clean. And this is the thing which we have to avoid when doing this one. And that's it. Just with light finger tape, just make it even like this. We are going to remove this tape immediately, but I just want to show you that how to first make it even all over the edges, and there is no gap. Let me do this for all the sides, and then I'll show you how to remove the tape. And now the next part is removing this masking tape. Easily pull that tape towards you, not like this, but pull that tape towards you, and remove that tape from the tub. So here there was a joint, so it is not coming out properly. Let me show you the rest of the tape. Sometimes it's good to use the blue tape, because blue tape is easy to come out. I've used the basic painter's tape. It's kind of sticky, but that's okay. Now it will start coming out very nicely. That's it. So you have to do the same thing for the other side also, and then again using the same technique, you have to just even the clock on all the surfaces. So like here there is additional clock is there, you can just remove that clock, and then you will be done. So I'm removing the this tape. So here also there was a join, and if you see, it looks very neat and tidy. And this is how the final product looks like. Okay, let me show you close up. we are done with reclocking the entire bath surface. Thanks for watching.